Oh, am I? Lexi, do me a favour and refresh the stream. Oh! Oops. Yeah, fair. Okay. And that's now correct. Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much for alerting me to that, Lexi. I would not have seen it. Oh, it corrected itself. Excellent stuff. I am quite liking now YouTube Live. It's a bit weird that you have to be on the browser to start it. Even if you're doing it through OBS or something. But yeah, it seems to work fine otherwise. That can now go away. That can now go away. Okay. And I haven't read that yet, so I need to put that away before I record it. Okay. Right. I have more audios to record that I wrote this week. Okay. Right, let's go for it then. Okay, where the hell am I? Well, this is interesting. Huh. It's been a week, and I cannot remember who these people are, what they are doing, where they are doing it, and why I want to be here. This is always jolly. You have to record an audition by Sunday. Yay! Hello, Hiram. Yeah, I committed poetry last night. Please don't make me write poetry on demand. It's not necessarily good, even if it's freeform. But I'm still going to record it anyway, because what the hell. And the other two pieces I wrote aren't bad, I think. The topic last night was magical realism. So, basically weird shit, but where the weird shit is embedded in the system and nobody thinks it's weird. So, one of the pieces I wrote last night was I work for a honey badger. And it was about a honey badger taking a Zoom meeting. In fact, to 3.2 seconds, you thought this was Project Zomboid. Actually, I can kind of see that. I would play the hell out of Project Zomboid if I could have summonable demons. So, you believe that you can clobber me and eat my brains, do you? Well, eat Bookova. Apologies, I'm on a bottle of water and a cup of coffee because it's really hot here. Ah, you have food. Project Zomboid's a better sim game than Sims, and you don't know how to feel about it. I know how to feel about it. Terrified, mostly. I am looking forward to next week when I get to play it again. Okay, so let's have a look at the menu and find out what the dickens we are here for. Okay, so ostensibly, I'm still on the hunt down the golem. Find the viewpoint by the Nozick Synagogue. That one's in Mirov. And that one, God knows, all over the place. Right, so a golem is still hunting our bloodline. So I'm mostly doing this to preserve my sister. That's not what I meant to do. Come on, dudes. Come on, everybody. I've just noticed that one's on a short timer. So, I'll head out this way. I'm hoping I've got to come back here at some point because it seems awfully detailed for somewhere that's just completely random. Oh, yeah, oops. Forgot him. Yeah, I kind of cocked up with him. I didn't side with a patient who reckoned that he was actually absolutely fine, thank you. I sort of accidentally ended up siding with the doctors. Okay. Excuse me? What expires soon? Hello? Find the viewpoint by the Gosgwini Dvor Bazaar. Goshini? Oh, no. So that one is in Mirov, and so is that one. So at least I can be in the same place. Okie doke. Oh, hello. There's a thing. That wasn't there. The Golden Verses by Pythagoras, a plain edition in the grey cover. He repeats the words in his head, but weariness takes over. Golden thoughts for his golden princess. Well, I'll be. This is cheap. The cover isn't made of gold, nor the letters gilded. Instead of books, he would rather buy her a necklace made of actual gold. Yeah, someone's got a book-loving girlfriend and doesn't know what to do with it. Them. Okay. Holly! Welcome! Oh, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, you know, there's a Monier here. And... Okay, let's go to Mirov. Yes, I want to go to Mirov. It is lovely to have you. It's lovely. Also lovely to have you, Lexi and Hiram. Right, let's get this one knocked off the box. Pretty. Hello, someone I can talk to? No. Okay. And then the other one I've just picked up. I'm not even going to take... I can't even take a run up at that pronunciation because I'm not convinced I've got the syllable structure. So let's find it. Oh, from an unusual angle or directly in front of it, as it's also known. Okay. Cool. So I feel the save coming up. Okay, what do we have? We have Point of Interest, the Shulsky Family Shop. We've got the Harem Brothel. Oh yeah, been there. The Old Pharmacy. Can't remember if I have done. Tram Stop, the Barbers, a couple of locked places. It's actually Harem, but I went harem. A business known to somebody else. I had a moment there. Okay, so what are my options? All our curses. Discover the curse, the source of the golem curse, and confront Mordecai. Right, so I've got to check out the pharmacy, which is basically west from here. I don't think it's far, to be honest. No, take it back. Maybe it is. Just checking I've absorbed all of the points of interest and things here. I don't think there's anything up here. No, okay. Oh, we're going this way, are we? Ah. Hang on, that's the old pharmacy. I've been in there? I think I had. No, I have definitely not been in here. Windowsill has rings from glasses and cups on it. Someone wasn't using a coaster. The destroyed wood of the windowsill is filled with the fear of revenge from the people he ultimately failed to help. People who will come, not for medicine, but to wring his neck. But this is still better than the fate the Thaumaturge will inflict on him. Shulsky is the one to be feared. That's Abraham Horowitz. Mordecai blames father for the disappearance of Abraham Horowitz, but he doesn't know the whole truth. Horowitz was involved in a dangerous game between the Socialists and the Okrana, which sooner or later would have put many people in danger. Stanislav Shulsky got rid of the apothecary in cold blood, but he did it in the name of the greater good. Oh. Don't make me not hate Daddy. Daddy was an asshole. We know this. Okay. I love how they did this entire area purely for that window. Okay. I do wish LinkedIn would stop trying to get me to add people who I watch on YouTube. If I watch you on TV, it doesn't mean I actually want to be your friend or think you would be my friend. loading, are we? So, nope, that's the end of the world. So he was watching people at the market. Now that's just odd. Oh, right, there's where the bottle is, right, okay. Now, I can confront Mordecai, who was Dad's former assistant, and who hates him because Daddy killed the pharmacist. Or I can head back to the synagogue and see if there's any more to be found there. Because I have a feeling I am going to be in for an absolute blast wipe of a fight fairly soon. Locked, gambler's den, all our curses, locked. Mordecai's office, thieves apartment, right, okay. Okie day. So, I want to head straight south, basically. There's sort of people talking Yiddish. No, they're speaking actual Hebrew, which is interesting. Down here. Right. I'm trying to gather as much info as I can on the golem that has been sent after the family. This is why you always put the off switch in. Always, 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 always. Oh, I can get into the basement now. Do I want to get into the basement? Not entirely clear on this. And that's the office. Okay. Now, I think I've had a chat in the office, which is with the new young rabbi. So I just want to give this the once over. Is there anything more we can jaw about? A sentence I've not said often.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Oh God, I forgot he was clean shaven these days.
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful Thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Right, okay.
I have another questions.
No, I don't.
I'm listening.
I'm going.
I'll be off now.
Oh no,
I'll
thank
pray for
you.
you.
Hello. Welcome. And welcome anyone raiding. Oh, raiders, indeed, you are very welcome. Yes, this will be interesting. Raiders should be able to drop straight in without watching pre-roll lads these days. Hey, Overflight, how you doing? Okay, hi and bye indeed. No problem. Thank you very much for swinging by. Okay, so I'm going to go into the synagogue basement, which is where apparently the thing was summoned. Now, this may or may not be my smartest idea ever. Kono's the luckiest blueprints player in history. Explain. I got the impression it was horrible. Oh, and Jesus blessed all his runs. Ha! And Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm been talking to Jesus. Right. Okay, this is going to go nowhere but well, I'm sure. I had heard it was difficult, as in horrible difficult. Good game, but hard. You've only done 4 runs and picked up something fairly major on each one so far. Wow. Well done. I wish I got on better with things like roguelikes and roguelites. But redoing stuff I've already done multiple times drives me round the bend. You've seen Overflight's card luck, and he mentioned Chrono's card luck. Yep. Okay, so yeah, it must have been good. Okay. Can't put this off much longer. Let's go and see what's in the basement. His coat. His coat is in the basement. And more people than I expected. Okay. I mean... Hi, who are you? Oh, they're the workmen. Oh, well done, you're not dead. Cool. Why are you in the cellar? What usually does for you on standard roguelikes and roguelites too, and you dislike the backtracking on Metroidvanias. Yes. When I realise I've got, you know, a good 20-minute run to get back to where I need to be to pick up one thing, that legitimately sends me out the bloody wall. Oh, hello. Hello, door that I can't get through, but that is fully mapped out afterwards. Uh-huh. There's something nasty in the sub-basement at the synagogue. Okay, I think I am largely going to have to go and talk to... I suppose I should go and talk to Mordecai, who was the one, as far as I can tell, who commissioned the golem. But it was the former rabbi here who actually made it. And didn't know how to switch it off and is now dead. Which is going to be interesting. Sorry. Okay, Quentin. Hopefully catch you later. Okay, now, do I go straight to Mordecai? Or should I go to my sister and see if there's anything else she can tell me before it goes completely tits up? Do we reckon? Don't need to go to the gambling den. I promise it ever is daylight here. Now, if I recall correctly, my shop is top right. Hello. Look at me, I'm a Warsaw girl by birth. Are you? Okay. There we go. That is way bigger than it looks from the outside. Obviously, like the entire basement. Ground floor level of like an entire block. Hello, Gare.
Not now, Victor. I don't have time.
Alright then.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk, and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
people look at a businesswoman strangely. So I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
Okay.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the golem?
A cup fell from the table, and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
Uh-huh. Plaster fell from the ceiling. Can I not check upstairs, please?
I have to poke around here a little more yet. I'm not completely sure what to look for.
If you need anything, just ask.
Okay. This is going to be disturbing. Right, nothing else here. I am basically delaying the inevitable, but it is nice to have had that extra bit of conversation. So she wants to be better at running the shop than the father was, but since the father was, as far as I can tell, a sociopath. Just thinking, I haven't been jumped by random street thugs yet. Okay, fine. Let's go and talk to Mordecai, because I'm sure this is going to go perfectly, and he won't be irritated by me at all. And I will be saving before I go in, just in case. Oh, apparently this way. Oopsie. I don't know what you're saying. Something about your money. Right down here. Whee! Okay, the camera's doing its own thing. That's fine. Please don't let me walk into a cutscene. Right, save the game, and then I suspect I'll walk into a cutscene. Yes, I may have to put that in as a bot command, actually, along with instructing people to, you know, drink, take their meds, whatever. And, you know, and if you're playing a video game or working, save. You're trying the remastered Oblivion since you never played the OG one. I quite like the original Oblivion. It looks a bit pants out of the box. Well, it looked a bit pants out of the box. It was still way too demanding for the PC I was running it on. But there were so many tweaks you could do to the various config files without that weren't really available to you through the options. You're mostly angry at the limit on inventory. Are you picking every single thing up everywhere? By any chance? Because, yeah, there's an inventory limit. You want to, but you can't. Have they put horse armour in as a standard part of the game? Because that was an essential DLC. Well, it was an essential mod, rephrase that. Which let you carry goods on your horse. Also let you summon your horse, which is kind of cool. What the hell out of it? Yes. Yeah, no, the weight limit. The weight limit's a bit of a pain in the arse, yes. You need to up your strength. So using heavier weapons will improve your strength. Heavy hammers, that kind of stuff. And obviously putting stats in when you level up. Welcome back, Chrono. That's all right. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was having a drink. I was having a drink. It is all good. Unlike that accent, which is doing at least 6 different things. Right. Oh, come on. Don't do that. No crashy. No crashy on Dreddy. I misread that as you need to build the strawberry, and I thought, interesting crafting discussion. Right. Okay, Mordecai. Let's have it. Hopefully, I've now got everything I need to chat with the dude. Okay, can't break into his apartment. That's fine. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Yeah, alright. Come on then.
Is there something else you need?
Maybe a barber, those are impressive. You've acquired the knowledge or context required to give a response. What beef did you have with Daddy?
Let's talk about your relationship
fish.
with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say
Have a
it
good
one more
shift.
time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
No, you just arranged for a golem to be set on him. I have proof of your disagreement.
Liar.
Okay.
Your
well, the other way
anger
of saying
still
it.
lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm slightly concerned that I've just realised that Victor without the beard is very much my type. And that worries me. You're not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead. That Sastam is a charming fellow. Yes, fish. Okay. Accuse him of having asked for the golem to be made. Say you know about Adam Horowitz. Oh. Adam. God, sorry. Abraham Horowitz. Okay. Who we now know, for those of you who were not in at that second, was spying, I think, for the Akrana. He was either spying for the Akrana or the Socialists, or possibly both. But either way, his pharmacy window commanded an interesting view of the market, which seems to be where everybody was. So, let's go and see what trouble I can cause.
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
You fancy him?
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Oh, is he giving up on the whole?
Was it
Wasn't
worth
me.
it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
Say that Sofa was aware of your father's actions, leave him in uncertainty, prove that the golem's curse is taking its toll, raise the subject of your father and Horowitz. Oh. Okay, let's go.
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
Yeah, but it is still being used, Fish, so you still get the artist logo. That works. I mean, if you wanted to do me a new ADHD friendly badge, different to yours, then definitely that would justify it, and I would also give you money or skill trade for it. Leave him. I'm not going to leave him in uncertainty because that's the proud answer, and frankly, I think pride at this point is getting us into more trouble than it's worth. But let's raise the subject of my father and Horowitz.
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did, I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
Am I the only one who just wants to slap Mordecai? Because he's gone down the self-righteous route. This guy arranged for a golem to be summoned, and not just to hit the father, who apparently took steps against a spy. But he seems not quite to appreciate that it has been offing huge numbers of people. Okay, have a good shift, Fish. See you later. Metaphorically speaking. But no, he's right down the self-righteousness route. I quite like the new rabbi, the replacement for Sofa, whose approach is basically shit. I'm not going to teach her about the Kabbalah. However, looking at my notes, this has all gone horribly wrong, and I don't know what to do about it. It seems like a much more honest position.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordecai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Oh, there we
Where?
go.
Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
I'll join you. I hope it's worth my while.
Mostly I'll meet you there because
I'll
then
call
I can save the
Feldman
game
and
in
wait
between.
in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
He should see this too.
Oh, good. Meanwhile, anything I can have? No. Okay, fine. I probably should have just gone, yes, I'll come with you. But I didn't want to throw myself headlong into another cutscene. Hello, what's that? Oh, that's the thief's apartment. Now, I rerouted her brain. And I'm just wondering if anything has changed. The answer is no. And the kids are not there. That's slightly worrying. But she's no longer as oh, kitten. Oh, yes, I've forgotten the kitten. Hello, kitten. The thief from there is no longer as reckless. Which, given that she's looking after at least 3 kids in her siblings, is probably a good thing. Because otherwise she was going to get herself murdered by the guy who runs the brothel. Okay. And saving. And clearing my RAM. I am aware that this game can go floopy. Okay, especially can if you leave 3 Word documents open in the background. Oopsie. Right. Meet with Mordecai in the basement. Or in fact outside the basement. Shulsky, are you ready? Apparently. Let's have a fight. Okay. I just saw the workman scarpering. Really got to tidy up down here. Yeah. You think you're going to cry in a good way? The reviser just waiting to say thanks for the help when finalising his chapter. Thank you, Molly. You are the one. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I'm so glad. You've been having a very, very rough go of it, and I am really glad there are people appreciating you. You deserve it. How did you know about this passage? What, the passage behind the really obvious gate? Not like it was hidden. I've been living here a long while. I've had time. Well, the new rabbi's not wildly impressed, I have to say. Oh boy, here we go. Uh-huh. Column. Let's be honest, it keeps the ceiling from collapsing, but it looks ready to collapse itself. Hardly encouraging. The column trembles with the fear of the man who was watching the summoning ritual. Golem, the embodiment of a salutor, was being born in an incredible yet terrifying spectacle that was more like a nightmare than a beautiful dream. And that was Mordecai. So he saw it summoned. And he knows damn well it's his fault. Oh, we are definitely investigating before talking to this guy. Inscribed material. Material with a painstakingly inscribed Hebrew incantation. Words of deep concentration hovered over the material. Any mistake, even the smallest slip in the placed incantation, may spell failure or the death of the Kabbalist. Therefore keep calm and proceed slowly with precision. The stakes are high. So that's Isaac Sophas, that's the previous rabbi. I'm not entirely sure how he died. I have a feeling the golem may have killed him. But whether it's known that the golem killed him, I'm not sure. Buckets of clay probably used to create the golem. Pieces of a dilemma attach themselves to the then wet clay. On the one hand, animating a golem is an extreme measure, reckless even. On the other hand, that louse Shulsky had it coming. Given his crimes, no punishment is too great or severe. And that's Mordecai again. Yeah, he really, really basically did a number on Shulsky Senior. Destroyed walls, so this is how the golem got out. The hole explains Feldman's problems with the roof. Stones crack, crumble and fall. The wall crumbles into dust, faced with a brutal inhuman strength, fueled only by hatred, emptiness and destruction. This is where the golem that chased down and killed Father was summoned, and now it's after me. I thought salutars couldn't take on a physical form, but I was wrong. Mind you, most people think you can't have more than one salutar, and you're up to 6, at least. The Kabbalah and hatred are capable of bending even the fundamental laws of Thaumaturge. I can't undo this on my own. I need an ally. Oh. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
So,
Let's have a chat.
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
I hadn't quite anticipated this hitting quite so close these days. It's a good sentiment, isn't it? Right. I can say that. I could ask him what he knows in the summoning, but I have learned that one.
this place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
Oh, most stuff.
These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything.
You've modded the heck out of the carry weight limit. That sounds like it's worthwhile for you, Hiram. There's no point in you suffering along purely for the sake of it. Board all the weapons. Yeah. I got heavily into glass armor and weapons when I was playing that, and also summoned stuff. Summoned Daedric armor and weapons doesn't weigh anything. At least it didn't in Morrowind. I'm fairly sure it didn't in Oblivion as well. So you could have a robe and just wander around in a robe and so normal shoes and gloves. And then when a fight looked like it was going to start, you could trigger your summoned items and be wandering around in full-on Daedric plate. Which is some of the best armor you can get in that game, and it just wouldn't weigh anything. It's great fun. Okay.
The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the salutar.
Sofer told me to bring clay. Sticky and cold. I can't say how many of those buckets there were. Hours sculpting the Colossus until my hands went numb. I could feel the clay absorbing my anger, as if my rage was making it take shape on its own.
Funny you should say that.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts generations?
Okay.
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
Is that your worry, Rabbi?
That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A Thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
No, but you
There's
do.
only one name that comes to mind, but
Ariel Roffe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless scoundrel.
Strong
Yeah,
words from your lips.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Yeah.
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me. But I'll look for him.
Clearly, the Shulsky family has an easy time getting into conflict with Jews.
Come now, don't be silly.
There's just one thing I'd really like to know, Mr. Shulsky.
Like the rabbi discussed.
Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father's responsibility in all this?
Say your father didn't deserve this curse. Admit your father ought to have been punished. Declare that you're not going to judge him now. Okay, those two are proud answers. Declare I'm not going to judge him now. No, I'm kind of dubious as to what to say about this. Basically, did the father deserve having a golem sicked on him, which has so far killed half a dock, multiple people on the boat, and the inhabitants of an entire residential building? So, I'm not sure which... I don't know if it makes a difference, to be honest. What do we think? He ought to have been punished. Didn't deserve this. I'm inclined to say that in this one specific case, he didn't deserve the curse. Because God knows he'd done a shitload of other stuff, but not this.
As I see it, the punishment you inflicted on my father is out of proportion to his guilt.
That's a good start.
Meaning?
You're a knob, basically. Say you think your father's punishment shouldn't affect his children. You think your father faced a choice and made the right one. You're joking and you always wished your father ill. Oh, we are not giving number 3. Why must be grapefruit be so protected? Oh dear. And welcome books. Okay, I don't think the father's punishment should have affected his children because his children literally knew nothing about what the hell was going on.
Neither my sister nor I had anything to do with our father's decisions.
In another country at the
Justice would be if everyone paid the price for their own actions.
How much anger must a person hold inside to do something like this? Revenge isn't justice.
time. I like you.
Who are you or Sofer to decide who deserves what punishment? All right, I think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil. Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here. And stop by tomorrow. We'll have some tea and work through a few questions.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be our farewell. I tell you from my heart, anger and pride are poor advisors. I know that firsthand, but it's too late for me. You can still save yourself. I'll be thinking of you.
Shall we?
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. To the rescue, the Kabbalist. I will need the help of a Kabbalist to tame or get rid of the golem. Rabbi Feldman confirmed my fears. The only Kabbalist Thaumaturge he knows is Ariel Roffe, who is an absolute pain in the arse, and I'd hoped he was dead. To be honest. Because he was working with the smuggler. And we're into an ad break, so... that's 3 minutes of ads to non-subscribers. Oh, I've been your company in peeling for half an hour. Fair enough. I think the only time I've had luck with peeling a grapefruit books is when you do that trick of slipping a spoon in between the grapefruit and the peel and work it round so that it comes out completely intact. Oh wow! I am good, Lord. Thank you very much. Okay. Bavishla. I don't want to go to Bavishla. Or Port Praga. Ah, presumably I can find him either at Bavishla or Port Praga. Using a grapefruit spoon on the halved grapefruit is so satisfying. I have done it a couple of times with an intact grapefruit where you slit the skin and then slip the spoon in and you come out with the actual ball of a grapefruit. But it's really difficult and it's really easy to cock up. Yeah, we're not going to do anything important while anybody may be watching an ad break. I'm tempted to inflict the poem on you guys from last night. Oh, that was not good. I'm not sure it counts as a subscriber benefit. You've never wanted a ball of grapefruit, to be honest. Even finishing the second half is too much. Ah, I love grapefruits. I really, really love grapefruits. I think, however, now they argue with the Medsun one, which is really irritating. So I'm probably avoiding. Yeah, my mum's banned from them. Fortunately, she doesn't like them. Okay, let's go to Pavishla first. Let's contact Ariel Roffe. So, we are looking for transport. Streetcar drivers taking our jobs. You usually halve it, then sprinkle sugar on top before eating with a spoon, but you have 7 grapefruits and you wanted a finger food snack for the rest of the day. Understandable. Yeah, finger food was auto-modded. I take it. Thank you very much, Molly, for letting that through. Something that is quite fun, if you happen to have a blowtorch or grill, is brown sugar on top of half a grapefruit and then under the grill for 20 seconds, or a blowtorch for about 10. And then you get the full-on caramelization. Apparently Automod has been watching suggestive cooking videos. Yes. Yeah. And of course, if you're using really dark brown sugar, you don't need very much for the taste. And it just comes out really nicely and contradicts... counteracts some of the sourness and complements the general flavour. Okay. Now I can go to Vishla. You do that with cooked acorn squash. You only had acorn squash once. Okay, so we don't know.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Oh. Hello. Is Grumpy Skeleton Dad Cossack going to be having a go? Do you want to tell me not to play City Rebels with
My
you?
old man will kill me when he finds out this was our doing.
Don't go yellow on me now, brother. First off, it wasn't...
Oh, hello. Oh, no, we're going this way. Down here? You alright? Oh, not that way. Here we go. Follow the yellow light, follow the orange lights. Orange lights?
Victor,
Pink.
get it through your fucking head. I don't give a fuck about the Shulsky family money. This is a matter of my pops and my honor.
All right already, calm down. I have a different plan.
What plan? Because if Sataniswaf is involved, I'm out!
Calm down, it's not like that, but we have to get into his office.
Okay. So, oh, not that way. Yeah, this is where it all went horribly wrong with Abaraki. And why he went to prison. Yeah, okay. Oh, God. Hang on. I'm getting better at following these, but they're still tricky. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see it. We didn't realize what we were doing. We were still children. Mieszko Setsemin was a scoundrel. He ruined many people's lives.
So they murdered a
This
moneylender.
is my pride. The same you clung to. Barely discovered, but it was what pushed me into it. It got the better of me at the time. Are we all like that? Is every Thaumaturge enslaved by the flaw? I was tormented by guilt for a long time. But eventually, that event made me who I am today. Didn't it?
Everybody deserves an undead Cossack daddy. Or granddaddy, rather. Because he's great. He's just doing the whole disapproving look. Interesting seeing young Victor's flaw manifest. Same way as he's managed to focus it with everybody else. Okay. So, let's not have to do that again. Right, what's this way? Is Ariel Rofe just in this area? Come back, Mummy didn't mean it. Oh dear, your daughter's probably been eaten by something. Oh, hello. Writing on the wall, gang, Wednesday at 5. Okay. The group is meeting on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I know nothing about this. Okay. Right. So there is more still to look for here. What have we got? All locked. Illegal humour. Okay. I have 2 illegal humours listed. Oh, we've got a thing. We have a thing. Mr. Cheslaw, I can no longer stand what's going on almost every afternoon under the windows of our 5A Bravana Street, where it used to be so quiet. Clattering, screaming and banging on metal. Can't you hear it? Please do something about it as soon as possible. Okay. Card folded in half and addressed to a watchman called Ceslaw. Or Ceslav. Probably Colin. Announcing it wrong. Okay, so that's dungeon? Okay. Oh yeah, that's the club. That's the fight club. I had forgotten it. So illegal humour. Up there. Before I go to the fight club, let's see if there's anything else leaping out. I can't help thinking I'm probably not done with the pawn shop yet. Anything? No. Okay. Now, last time I was here, I beat the living crap out of half a dozen fighters. Look at him pretending how he knows how to read. Uh-huh.
Quiet this time.
Quiet. Too quiet. Like the bloody bookie. Oh, I was kidding. Guys, no.
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here. Or tell him to skidoo.
I thought we hadn't had a random
Hey,
fight yet.
fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on, hang on. You lost, officer?
Hang on! That's the mama's boy of Shrudmeshcha.
So you're looking for Ararofe. Correct him that you're the son of Shodmeshke. Ask him where the next bout is. Ask when the next bout is. Just for shits and giggles.
I was wondering when they'd be holding fights again in the dungeon.
Your face itching, mama's boy?
Now we've got some kind of scrap to set up.
For Ararofe. Oh. I mean, I could just tell him I'm looking for the guy I'm looking for. Alternatively, these guys are being dicks, and I want to have a fight.
They dubbed me the son of Shrudmeshcha, if I remember correctly.
Easy enough to check.
I strongly suspect I was not getting out of this situation without a fight anyway. Okay, what do we got? We only got 3 of them, so yay. Focus. So his focus hits are less, so Lelek or Marana. Focus again, Velis or Krampus. And Bukovac recovery. Okay. So let's start. Let's start with the Bukovac. That's the point, not everyone's seeing Krampus. That should be giggle. Right, I would like you to disable his trait, please. And meanwhile, 35 versus 27. I like, yeah, the music is weirdly jaunty, isn't it? Diversion, please. And I would then like you to suffer a distraction. And meanwhile, I'm going to bring Krampus in. And Krampus is going to... He inflicts damage equal to 5 times all enemies combined missing focus. Wow. Fiendish Prank reduces focus, restores all your focus, but each point restored gives you a health. Yeah. Let's go with Devil's Pact, because I haven't really used it. I only got Krampus kind of towards the end of the session. Okay, so I will now lose focus instead of health. Okay, so he's already cowering, so I can actually just have him. I will concuss you, sir. That will take him out of the fight. Deadly Schnapps. Oh, that's wonderful. Can you use Deadly Schnapps on him? No, you can't. Okay. I haven't lost any focus, but that will reduce his. Oh god, no, I've just seen how much health he's got. Right, if I am going to do that, I need Marana or Lelek, so I'm thinking Marana. Okay, Marana dear. Inflicts damage equal to 8 times the enemy's missing focus. He's not missing any yet. Pestilent Breath. Too slow. In Death's Embrace reduces focus, slows the enemy's planned action by no more than 2 rounds. Okay, let's do that one. I mean, they're both going to be slow. Oh, right, I see. I see how it is. Right. That was fun. He's only on 20. So I can old wound him, which will give him 3 to 4 damage per round. And meanwhile, he's cowering like a cowrie thing. Agony. Right, so that will increase my inflicted damage by 50%, and this guy will take 3 to 4 damage. Well, we'll take 4 damage because I'm doing maximum for each round, which isn't a lot, but that will probably see that will probably see the other guy off. On the other hand, I could just concuss this chap. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Actually, no, let's not. Let's instead, Victor, go cast Agony on him, and Marana hit him with Winter Sleep and see what happens. Wow. Okay, what happens is that, and that's horrible. And down that guy goes like a sack of spuds. Cool, cool. Okay, let's start again. Planned attack restores my focus. I haven't lost any. Quick attack. 50% chance of interrupting his action. Yeah. Marana is bloody terrifying. She's great. Her attacks are not the fastest, but my god, when they come off. I think Marana and Velis are the 2 heavy hitters. Let's go with that one. Oh, and in fact, punch him in the face again. And the 1-2.
Hang on. That's enough.
You're the son of a bitch of Śródmieście.
I'm looking for Ariel Rofe.
Oh, and now I can have the
All
conversation.
right, I don't know. Just tell him something.
Make him
Take a
go
look
away.
at Różycki Bazaar. He has got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks.
Okay.
They're right to call this place the dungeon.
However, I just saw red over here. Is there something I can pick up on? Anything anyway. Nope, it's looking like a big nope. Okay, fine. And there's probably not anything in here. Presumably, if I hadn't had that fight, I would have had to sort this out on my own. Instead of beating the living daylights out of them and have them say, for God's sake, just get rid of him. He's horrible. Yes, their halls were decked. Very much. Oh, okay, we're going this way, are we? What's over here? Hello. Oh, that's just down to the beach. I don't want to go there because, for all I know, Mirana will get all discombobulated. Oh, hello. Hello. Sports Gazette. Rules of Football Association. Players are not allowed to use shoes with nails unless the nail heads are driven completely flush with the leather. Iron fittings on shoes are also not allowed, nor are rubber soles or shin guards. Nor are wooden pegs sticking out of the shoes. A player who does not comply with this must be excluded from the game. Wow. New outdoor game, Association Football. Fair enough. These days, you're trying to imagine football without the various studs and such. Pardon me. Okay. I know I'm taking the long way around, but I'm trying to just make sure I pick up anything that's lying around. Watchman's report. On September 3rd, after numerous complaints from residents of the apartment building, I decided to chase away the boys playing and hoop rolling in the courtyard. This made them angry, and for the next hour they stood under the windows and took turns yelling. Small boys. When their throats became sore, they announced that the next day they'd return, and if they were banned from playing, they would protest in a similar fashion.
Well, well.
Document written on a sheet of paper, slightly soiled with ash. In the courtyard of one of the tenement houses, a group of boys likes to play hoop rolling. 5 Bravanda Street. Almost every noon, a group of boys play hoop rolling to the despair of tenants. It seems the boys are having fun and are eager to let new players join in. Oh, can I avoid doing the golem thing for 5 minutes and go and, in fact, start hoop rolling with small children? I see no way that could go wrong. So football and hoop roll. Okay, so I can do hoop rolling. Where am I going to hoop roll? So I'm looking for clues for the football game. Okay.
Let's wait. Let's wait until...
Let's wait until afternoon.
So, let's kill some time.
Okay, and we have the evening light, which is ever so nice. Oh, what's that? I could write, rolling a wheel arduously on cobblestones is a perfect metaphor for life. Instead, I'll just admit I had a lot of fun. Okay. Playing with the small kids. Yes, bowling a hoop is not as easy as it sounds. Definitely not as easy as it looks. But I've only done it a couple of times. When I was much, much younger. Obviously. Small child. Cool. Now, about this football match. Again, Pavishla. I mean, are we on Pavishla United? I mean... Ooh, we've got leads all over the place, okay. I like the revisiting in this aspect. It's not the Metroidvania. Oh my god, I've got to backtrack through 23 layers of bad, well not bad, difficult platforming and stuff. It legitimately adds stuff that wasn't important to you before in the same settings. Here's a paper on the tree. New time of the AES meeting. 5 at the crossing of streets Bednaska and Ziema. Thank you. Much appreciate. Right, still got more to find, so let's head back here. Oh, we're going this way, are we? Even electricity and water, they've got everything there. Okay, and you are? Every day at 12 p.m, the Association of English Sports invites everyone who's willing to learn a new team game.
Well, well.
Post with a drawing depicting a player kicking a ball. Right. All I have to do is turn up to the venue at 5 p.m. Okay, that works. I can do that. Anything else to be found around here? Probably not, because I have pretty much scoured the beach. See, Miranda, that's where you used to live. You don't live in the river anymore. You're mine. I'm my property. And no one's come back for the artist's easel and stuff. Even though he's now been found innocent. Or cleared of the crime. Right.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question. Let's wait until...
He just always sounds so tired. Bless his little heart.
So, let's kill some time.
Right. Let's save. Where are we on thaumaturgical advancements? Mind is the most advanced. Okay. Which is Marana. There's no messing around there, is there? The Jin's quickfire combo is quite good. The trouble is, the Jin itself is horrible. Because almost all his attacks cause me damage. Quite nasty damage as well. Miranda just, yeah, rocks, obviously. And Krampus gives us torture. So, I'm assuming that is the golem. Kind of implies I can have him. I'm sure there's no way that can go wrong. But I have researched up to that point. What are we on? That costs 3. That costs 3. And that's not admitting anything. Okay, well let's sit on that one then, because if I do manage to capture the golem, that will at least give me the XPs. Oops, excuse me. Oh dear, that person's having a bad time by the loos. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Oh, okay. Not one for strangers either, so don't be getting ideas. Okay. Not everyone grasped the rules, so I came home a little ballad. I think I'll stick to billiards. That's a good moustache. I like
The
moustache.
things people come up with.
Thing is, I'm now envisioning him doing it in that outfit. Probably without the coat. Okay, so we are headed to Ozeki Bazaar. We're going to have a chat with Ariel Rofe. Good. Presumably if I'd gone to Praga, there either would have been nothing there or I would have had a different fight. Right, anything to be found in Ozeki Bazaar? Locked door, place of interest, locked, 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 locked. Okay. At Burke Rotblitz's. What the hell's Burke Rotblitz? Okay, that might be it, actually. Could be. Hong Kong Fooey. Or not. Let's just quickly go and check that that is somewhere I've found before. Ah, Le Mode Parisienne, the fourth quarter of 1905. After the last season, dominated by dashing accessories and the cavalier way of wearing classical pieces of clothing, it's now time for restrained outfits that don't stand out but impress with quality. That's restrained? Famous Lyon columnist F. Boucher discusses accessories that will be in vogue in the winter season. Is it just me, or was Henry Cavill modelling on the front page there? Okay. Thank you kindly. Which is going to help with the tailor. Anything up here? I like the fact that they're digging out the sewers, or they're installing rather the sewers. Which means that there is a legitimate way of blocking off. Probably not somewhere I need to be. Okay. It's just an inn. I say inn. So, nobody has anything to say to me, however... Interesting. Hello, Yannick. Oh, kitten. Huge feet.
Is that cat and staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
You've acquired the Why do I ask for donuts?
Yes, one donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
Hello? What's going on? Oh my god, I
right,
walked into
Yannick.
the socialists.
I know him.
Oh.
I was hoping we'd run into each other again, and here you are.
Oh god, I'd
Can we
forgotten
speak
you.
in private?
Come on.
Hi, have you got bullets in your knickers again? Uh-huh.
Don't move a muscle.
This is definitely your day for being kidnapped.
I've got déjà vu.
Silence.
Mihal, this is Victor.
It looks like I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Do I?
Lower
Do
the
you?
gun, and we can call it quits.
Or I'll beat the crap out of you with my salutars.
You can
know,
leave
if
us.
need be. I had totally
Victor.
forgotten this plot thread. And
Tell
I
me what
had to
brings
do
you
to
here.
it. Randomly clicking on places on the map, to be fair.
So these are the famous suites. Underground combat. Are you from the PPS?
The friendly neighborhood girl threw you off?
No, she's not dead. But I think they're using the character model. I think she managed to avoid being arrested right at the start. No, that was a countess, if I recall correctly. But that's the one who had all the blackmail material. This is, if I recall correctly, this is the one who was smuggling bullets for the socialists. Right at the start, when I was watching the speech with the Tsar. Friendly neighbourhood girl threw you off. Admit it. No, not really.
I didn't fall for it for 1 second.
You're a terrible liar. What brings you to this sweet place?
Ask about the Dutch pomade, learn more about their methods, ask about Bergrotblitz.
Is Bergrotblitz's cafe frequented only by your sympathizers?
No, but the name is known only by a select few.
Why did the PPS choose this particular place?
It's just one of
Similar
many where
character
we
models.
get together. The beer is drinkable here, and the boys are nice.
But fortunately different VAs, or at least very different voices. Okay.
How exactly are you going to serve the course?
The PPS has extensive structures. Most members engage in demonstrations or meetings, underground lectures. We're part of the PPS Combat Organization.
Oh boy.
We use more radical methods.
Do you shoot as well, or just carry ammo?
Want to find out?
Not really. I don't well, I do shoot, I suppose. Just not often.
You stole the Dutch pomade shipment. I read about it on the train from Vienna.
We're famous. Yes, that's true. But I won't tell you where it is, nor what it will be used for.
Okay, I have no idea about the Dutch pomade. But I'm guessing it was not actually Dutch pomade.
Actually, something else brings me here.
They're clicking randomly.
What are you up to this evening?
Is that an offer, or are you just nosy?
Ask what she would prefer, say you're curious, admit it's just a proposal within hers.
That depends on your preference. I'll adapt.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
Alright, Pinky and the Brain. Agree, joke you prefer to topple monarchies, say that you like the patriarchy, change the subject. Yeah, you see, I was doing the plot, and now I'm like, are we going to go and overthrow the patriarchy? What are you going to do?
With pleasure. Just us and the sounds of a crumbling tyranny would be the perfect date.
It's hard for me to deny that, but seriously, I have plans. And that's all I'm willing to say on the topic. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah, patriarchy, monarchy, popin, no los dos. Okay.
I'll be off now.
I have
Too
securely
bad.
struck out with you.
Stay out of trouble, wizard.
Yeah, alright. I had totally forgotten you even existed, to be honest. I feel I should probably have encountered this thread a bit sooner in the game. Ideally. Okay, so Got wonder, we've got material. Women of the world unite across social classes, fight for a better future for your sex. Fight for your right to study, for your right to work, fight for your suffrage, and fight for our equality. We deserve it all. Yep. Get there. That's the way out. What do we got here? You're right, I cannot speak about feelings as openly as you can, but I also know there's a reason I keep my heart quiet. Wonder our people rely on this. Dozens of people with pure minds who seek a free and independent Poland. If you start saying that one person doesn't matter, I'm going to have words. We owe it to them to show no weakness. However, if your life were at stake, I would move heaven and earth, and I would sacrifice everything, including my hopes for a free country, the lives of our friends, and my own soul to save you. This is my weakness that only you can know about. No one else. Please burn this letter, bury me in your heart, and forget about what we could have had. Give up, my love, this one time I am begging you. I don't know who M is. Okay, rightly states that today's woman is not herself, nor does she feel like an individual in her own right, or for her own sake. She is Adam's rib, and she is a servant. The man's slave, his complement, support, comfort, solace, and ornament. Are we not all treated that way? Regardless of our achievements, we're still met with disregard. A woman may have the wisdom of an owl and the slyness of a fox, but still she will be treated like a stupid sheep. But the times are changing. They are changing because, contrary to what men think, I am not a sheep. I am a lioness, and I am hungry. Okay. Georgy Antonovich Skalon was born on October 24th, 1847 in Petersburg. From early childhood, the pearl of the Russian Empire opened his heart to the beauty of Russian culture, and an upbringing in a respectable, patriotic family provided him with the best possible chance of development. Thus, the son of Anton Antonovich and Yulia Yagorovna has always been destined for greatness, an only child with exceptional intellectual abilities and a pure, kind heart. He gained the respect of people around him from very early childhood when... and there are pages missing. I don't know who Skalon is. I have suspicions. Okay. Save again because I'm paranoid. By the way, a golem may come strolling through here. I hope you don't mind. Sorry. Right. Do I now have a new quest? Just out of interest. That's the Great Uproar, that's the Tailor's Dilemma. Which I can now advance, actually, by the looks of it. I found a pattern that's the perfect blend of Polish apathy and fatalism with the ever-present hope for a better tomorrow and pride in lost history. Spot on. I haven't even touched that one. Dangerous Friends. Oh, hi Rim, I'm glad you're comfy. Okay, let's go with the Tailor's Dilemma. And let's see if now she wants to talk about M.
Tell me what brings you here.
Oh, no, alright, never mind.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
Yeah, we have limited character face models, don't we? Okay. Midas's golden touch. Everything here is oozing with the precious hop liquid. Oh, kitten. So we now have a fair to middlingly pissed Thaumaturge, as I see no way that can go wrong. Okay, let's get the tram. I can go to Port Praga, or I can go to Northern Shrismisky. Go there. Why do I want to go to Port Praga? Weird. Okay. Oh, is there stuff to be found at Port Praga for this visit to the tailor? Nah. Okay, let's go there then. Last time I was in Port Praga, I blew half of it up. Okay, rephrase that. I was there when half of it blew up. The blowing up bit wasn't my fault.
It's here, but something's wrong.
Okay. What's here? Something is weird. Oh. Counterfeit bill, counterfeit American dollar. The idea was sound, the execution not too shabby. However, intuition suggested it best to hide the bill in the apartment and abandon the counterfeiting business for the time being. But it proved harder than expected, maybe one day. So that's Ariel Roth. Roffe. Hi lads, who the hell are you? Ariel Roffe is running a counterfeiting business. The pane carries the memory of a face looking out of the window. Furrowed brow, lips curled in disapproval, eyes expressing contempt. This dark hovel's overwhelming, nothing like an apartment above the rooftops with a view of the Goshieni Dvor Bazaar. Oh. That's pretty much where the pharmacist was spying. Is he working for the Akron? Someone's left a cash here. A skittish thought made its way under the board. What if someone sees him? What if that which had been painstakingly concealed got into the wrong hands? Just imagine the mess. Maybe he should move everything home to Mirov. No, precious items belong under the board. Okay. What's under here? Hello, what's that? The heart rejoiced with each bite of the challah bought at the famed bakery. The smell of fresh bread, wafting in every day from downstairs through the cracked window, floods the soul with warmth and gives strength to fight the adversities of everyday life. He lives above a bakery, next to the bazaar. I love that detective work. That is so cool. However, meanwhile, hello, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming. Oh. Don't be. Ooh, that's okay. I didn't need to know where I was going. Okay, we've got stuff here. The Gentleman July issue. Same model. In this issue, a number of British journalists survey the most popular motifs in fashion inspired by folk and oriental dresses. The special supplement will be a treat for all those who love the most precious of fabrics, silk. Hello. Okay. I'm not sure if I've used that one. Probably have. Oh, that's nice. Okay. The music's gone ever so... I don't know, 1930s noir. Hello. Hi. Hello, poverty-struck people. I'm not poverty-stricken. I've got a checkbook based on my sister's bank account. I'm fine. Because I inherited nothing. Except the bloody grimoire. Which I haven't managed to find yet. Which means logically that's in the possession of his father's friends. And by friends, I mean, I'm a bit scared now. Right, let's go to Northern Shudmirsky and go see the tailor. Oh, where are we going? That way. Okay. And there's the tailors. Hello. Hi. It's middle of the night, says nobody here.
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new? I've got some fresh ideas for you. I see what it is you are getting at, but the collection still seems to have some missing pieces. Please, keep looking. We need bold concepts, unusual combinations. I'm counting on you.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
fine.
I shall attend to my work. Please, excuse me.
Something continues to elude you. However,
I won't bother you. All right.
I have new clothes. So let's go and look at the clothes, because that's what I'm here for. Okay. Lined with contrariness. This overcoat is surprising mostly for its folk costume-inspired ornaments. Oh, that's rather nice, isn't it? What do we think to that? Okay, we like lined with contrariness. Dignified variation, neatly trimmed details and high-quality fabric make the model radiate a discreet yet distinct aura of a rich and influential man. No, I don't like that as much. Defiant creases. Diagonal stripes make the silhouette look slimmer. Okay. Or difficult fabric. This model is made from high-quality linen, stuns with its comfort and chic cut. Could go either way. Cheeky cuts. The crimson and gold pattern goes great with the black trimmings. That's nice, I suppose. Bespoke ambition. The celadon vest made of silk jacquard will bring a breath of fresh air to any outfit. Oh, we're going to have that. Sorry. Yep, absolutely. And that coat. Yep. No, we're happy with that. That looks rather nice. I quite like, now I've got him shaved so you can actually see his face shape. I do rather like that they haven't just hit the middle slider on every default face builder. So he's got the slightly pointy jaw. The nose is maybe a little bit unbalanced for the face. And those eyebrows are definitely having something to say. He doesn't look like the shoot 'em up protagonist, is what I'm saying. Right. Get changed and leave. Remember to get changed. Yeah, I love that waistcoat. That's rather nice. Yeah, music. Okay. I think that's actually the house where I was investigating the music. So that's point of interest, locked. Point of interest and home. Right, okay. So I want to go to... My duties may temporarily keep me in Warsaw, but I can still travel the world thanks to fashion. This pattern takes me to places where the air smells of spices and the sun burns hotter than Warsaw. That's not a high bar based on this game, given it's been raining 90% of the time, in my humble opinion. Oh. I mean, I could do the go on and talk to Ariel Roffe, but he's a dick. Now I'm wondering. Where is that? Coterie is in southern Shudmiski. Okay, well at least it's next door, basically. You know, while I'm here. I've done much in southern Shudmiski. Oh yes I have, I take it back, that's where the hotel is. Okay, well we definitely got things. Dear Lucia, after a long journey I happily arrive at the hotel and have already managed to make myself comfortable. It's true what they say about its impressive exquisiteness. Impressive exquisiteness, not just exquisiteness. There's a sizable ballroom, a restaurant with elegant decor, and a lovely indoor garden. Eh? And best of all, you don't have to climb any stairs to get to your room. Perhaps you could join me here. I'm staying for 2 more weeks. Best wishes, Elizabeth. Okay, Liz. You've received a quest, Crystal Level Elevator. Have I? Okay, fine. What's that? What's that? Show me. Discover the secrets of the Warsaw Hotel. The creators of one of Warsaw's hotels seems to have got carried away with their imagination. If I look around a bit, I might find out what it's all about. I wasn't going to do this quest, and now I've got to. Well, that's just me. Oh, we've got things, however. Dear Anthony, I remain in good health, although the traveller life is slowly taking its toll. The humid air here and the sultriness are becoming too onerous for me, so I've started considering returning to the country. I still have some last-minute matters to tie up here, including the one I wrote to you about in my previous letter. I finally achieved my goal, and Warsaw will soon see the dreaded demonic masks. Okay. We even managed to set a date, September 15th. I hope we will see this extraordinary spectacle together. Constantine. Oh, God. Guys. I thought I'd done with the quests. I thought I'd basically worked my way through the side quests, but no. We have more. Okay. Okay, so there's somewhere over there. What's that? Right. All that there is along there. And I can go into the hotel, and that's about it. Okay. We are incoming to another ad break, so this strikes me as an excellent time for me to pause the game and take a quick bio break. So I will be back shortly after the ad break. If you're watching them, please enjoy, and otherwise I'll catch you later. I'll catch you in a few minutes. Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you very much. Can I get an opinion about how people feel swapping to in-stream ad breaks is working? Do you prefer it to the pre-rolls? Having to sit through those, or are you not fussed? Personally, I think it helps because it adds a reminder to take a break. Which, of course, my ADHD ass kind of needs. I'm hoping it's not too disruptive for people. This is not the revenue's so much better for me. Because I think there's literally about 3p in it. You can give no useful opinion being sub-negates all that. The enforced break's helpful and thing, yeah. You haven't really had any, so you can't say, but you're pondering doing similar. You rarely go for more than 2 or 3 hours these days. Yeah, you get if you do it for completely pre-roll free, but no, you get your 3-minute ad break right at the top of your stream. And then at the start of every hour after that. So it might well be worth your while looking at. Partly because you do tend to have more viewers than me. So, you know, revenue may be a thing for you. But also, it just helps structure it a little bit better. And, yep, no, trust me, guys. I appreciate your opinions. And, yep, by the way, thank you very much for subscribing. You think avoiding pre-roll ads is nice for new viewers who just want to peek in. You run 2 minutes at the top of yours and then the occasional break, but that's manually done. Yeah, I am set to running my... It's weird. I'm not set to using the automatic scheduler. But it just rolls around on a timer. If you use the automatic one, I think it looks at engagement in chat, so it technically doesn't do it when you're busy. But given I could be playing games or we could be doing role-playing, I think that's awkward. I think that's a bit awkward. I kind of like they come through every hour. And the warnings in chat are useful. I think, yeah, if you're running 2 minutes at the top of your stream anyway, you may as well go for the 3 minutes and then you don't have to muck around. You like the ads at the R, they're a cool break. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. I can cope with that. Also, I think if you are looking at using the automated one, I think if your chat's quiet, you're more likely to get little inserts. Which I think might be the problem with Imral's actual play. Because it's not interacting with chat for the most part, except during breaks. I think that's why they tend to get ad breaks during, you know, combat and such. So that's not necessarily the best way of doing it. Because he gets ads a lot more frequently than an hour, but usually fewer. So I think there's an argument just for leaving it on manual and letting just it work on a timer rather than letting Twitch decide when it wants to run them. But yeah, I'm finding my way through it, and if you are someone who's got a lot of subscribers or a lot of followers, then I can see the revenue difference in running in-stream ads being preferable. Plus, what appeals to me is that whole allegedly 60% of people who drop into a channel will bugger off if it's running pre-rolls. So that's a big deal. I'd like people to decide they don't like me because they've seen me, not because they've got bored with an advert for Final Destination and then an intimate shaver that you're supposed to do something strange with in the shower. If I'm going to fail, let me fail on my own account. Okay, where are we going? Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. Ooh. Or, in fact, whatever that is. Architect sketches and a letter. Warsaw, 12th of the 3rd, 1901. Dear Sir, I confirm our arrangements from yesterday. The design of the gallery is very elegant and we accept it without reservation. However, the Grand Hotel should have something that will dazzle guests. Budget is of no concern. Please consider Mr. Lozier dear. Respectively, Stanislav Ruskowski. Pre-rolls are reversive to viewers trying out a new stream who agreed. Yeah. Yeah, they are. I mean, they annoy me, so I really should have thought sooner. Hello, who are you? Beer connoisseur. Okay. I'm going to have another random fight, aren't I? Who are you? Are you going to say Nidzik's bar is the best?
Beer. It's got flavor, vitamins and minerals.
Uh-huh.
I don't drink for health. Vodka.
I can see you're having a serious debate, gentlemen.
Better tell us what you prefer.
Up for vodka, up for beer. Oppose both. You only drink champagne. Oh, God. Thing is, he's mostly done vodka because he's been out drinking with Abarathi.
I only like cold, thick booze.
Preferably in a glass. I can see you're a refined man too. Shut your mouth. Boys, time to clean up the neighborhood.
Yeah,
then,
so.
The next round's on me.
Excellent. I'm having a fight with the beer boys. Actually, I'm having a fight with all the drinkers. Thanks for that. Attack with Velus or Krampus. Up here or Jin. Okay, let's have a fight. If your booze is thick, you've got issues. If your vodka's thick, then that's definitely got issues. Very low sugar content. Right, so he's on reduced damage, so actually you can have diversion, please. And who am I countering with up here? Well, since I've got to appear out here, go with Living Veto. Go, Cossack Granddad. Oh, while we're here, please enjoy your distraction. Now, he needs Velus or Krampus. Velus, please, sir. Have a kiss. Ooh, he's not having a good day. He's having the worst one. Okay. Cool. So, trait disabled, so that's fine. Well, let's knacker his focus then, by torturing him. We've got all sorts of options now. For this dude. He is wavering. Enemy is not in the breakdown state, isn't he? Oh, he's 1 point off breaking down. Okay. Marana. Yeah. Yep, that'll finish him off. Inflicts damage equal to 8 times his missing focus. And he's missing 5 focus. Bye! Corpse Bride will have him. Bloody hell. Won't she though? Okay. And meanwhile, that's for making me choose between beer and vodka. Neither of one of which I particularly like. I'm weird. I like alcohol-free beer or weirdly gluten-free beer I quite like. Not quite sure why. But I don't tend to drink beer normally. And vodka is boring. Okay. Well, new quest over there. Oh god. I've got a new quest. How can I have another new quest? I'm just picking up quests left, right and centre. Help. No, what's that? Neckerchief. Pity, it must be Saturn. She took his favourite neckerchief and rushed ahead towards the park and the shrubbery. She gripped the black satin in her hand and felt butterflies gathering in her stomach. He was probably chasing her. Or at least she hoped so. Uh-huh. There's definitely something going on there. What's going on here? That's theatrical pandemonium. Okay, fine. God, there's all going on here. Dear Mr. Lebecki, I'd like to ask you to inspect the electrical installations at the Grand Hotel. Time's important to us. It's vital you finish before the official opening. Please contact me as soon as possible. You like vodka in a mixed drink, but you feel its best use is as a fabric spray. Yeah, if all you want to do is add a kick to something mixed, then fair enough. It doesn't have enough taste of its own to really interfere with anything.
That wasn't too hard.
But I kind of work on the if I'm paying that much for a bottle, I'd like it to have its own flavour. But you're right, as a fabric spray. Yeah. It's an excellence. You'd rather have a fuzzy navel than a screwdriver. As sentences go. The new Grand Hotel has a feature that's been designed for splendour. It's powered by electricity and allows you to travel comfortably between floors. Okay. Down there. Elysium. Hello, what? But you won't say no to a screwdriver. No, if it's made with, you know, nice fresh orange juice, then I'm good with the screwdriver, it's fine. Not my preference, but I can cope. Awful lot of drinks made with whiskey tend to have too much sugar added to them if they're cocktails. It's weird. Hello? Anybody here? No, have I been here before? No, okay. I found a bar and nobody wants to talk to me. Right then. Up. Oops a daisy. Okay, I'll head back. Anything up here? Hello? Hi guys, you got anything for me? Oh, is that the lock, stock and barrel bar? Okay. Somebody referenced that in the chat, and I can't remember if I have been there. I think I probably have. I think that's probably Avanassi's. Okay. Your perspective is important here. Do you know what's important here? Saving the game. I'll kill them and hang their guts on the fence. What? Okay, as you do.
You want to quote me?
Oh,
then start writing. Here goes a poem.
If I want poetry, I'll read some Konopnicka.
In Śródmieście, the bastards went on strike. And that's something I don't like. So I grab an axe in my hand.
This is a serious story. Workers deserve some respect.
Shut the fuck up and write. I grab an axe in my hand and... Victor, give me a rhyme.
Okay. Come up with something violent, propose something amicable, finish it puckishly. Oh, is there really any option? It's got to be puckish.
I will try not to get the clap in my rear end.
Good one.
W.S. I expected more of you.
I thought the press lived off that kind of scoop.
The press has its limitations, W.S. But we journalists at least try to make a change, unlike many others.
Yeah, but he's a tit. He was hassling that family whose kid got killed at the hotel.
Don't worry. It's just a shitty situation. Do you want to come by for a drink? I can tell you all about it then.
Yeah, go on then.
Sure, lead the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I was doing 3 other things, but it's all good. Besides, I got a new coat. Do you like my new coat?
Well, speak.
W.S.? Seriously? How lame is that? Anyway, the sewers in the neighborhood were commissioned by Neumeier, but the workers just dug it all up, and now they're on strike or wandering around.
Oh.
And when I send my shivs after them, more flood in. Do something before I kill them all.
Okay. So essentially, he is a gang leader on the edge and a poet. Ask about the workers, learn more about Neumeier, Celestia, ask Romek for help. I'm trying to remember who Romek is.
Maybe a friend Romek could help. They say he's a good chap.
Stop bragging about your adventures. I'm suffering here. You gave him a fat lip, and you got a life lesson. Nothing to get dramatic about.
Okay, fine. Let's find out what the deal is about workers. Why are the
workers on strike?
Neumeier, their employer, fired a few of them, so the guys got pissed and started a riot.
Maybe I could talk to them.
Be my guest. Those that were fired are hanging out in my bar and drinking. And those who still have jobs, you can find them in the southern part of the district.
Well,
follow those trenches they dug. You won't miss them.
He's permanently on the edge of just losing the plot, isn't he? I mean, having seen the whole murder at 15 thing, I can kind of understand he has not had the easiest life.
So who is that Neumeier?
He came from Germany. Decent fellow. They say he's got some experience in that sort of enterprise.
Since when do you regard decent people?
Since the sounds of construction keep banging in my ears.
Yeah.
The guy has an office on Poznańska Street. You'll see a sign.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Whatever makes them go back to work. Whether you do some hocus pocus or send a demon after one of them, I don't mind. How about we come up with some buddy names for us?
Oh, bless him. Oh, go on then. Oh dear, this is going to be like a shipper name, isn't it? Evershudsky.
Great idea. I'll leave it up to you.
Man, I won't let you down.
Uh-huh. Righto. Received request quitting time. I'm got to end a strike, hopefully without killing anybody. That would be ideal. Okay. Hello, what's that? There's a thing over there. I don't know who that is. Is that the suicidal guy? From way earlier. I could be wrong.
Hey, wooer! Stop making faces and buy another round. We need to drink to Neumeier breaking his stupid face.
And where do I get the dough? Besides, I ain't a wooer.
Easy there, or you're going to pop a vein. Let's get some shots to warm us up. Although you've got your lady love for that, right?
Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
What do you want? Oi, Janusz, we've got company.
Is he buying or just making a fuss?
Uh-huh.
I'm impressed with the male bonding that you apparently share. It seems so enduring. Magnificent.
Oi, Janusz. Is he like making advances at us?
Too much beard for my taste. Marianic?
Obviously, I was not supposed to go clean shaven.
If he buys us vodka, we can cuddle.
Okay, let's buy them some vodka and then if they're
Vodka
pissed.
with working people. Anytime, any place, and with respect. It's on me.
In that case, all is fine and dandy, my dear friend.
Wait, Marianic, wait, it's too much. I mean, too much manana.
What?
Who are you? Really?
Introduce yourself as a Thaumaturge, introduce yourself as a socialist. If I say I'm a socialist, will they talk to me?
I'm a socialist. The
Yeah, looking at that
proletariat
outfit.
carries the weight of the world on its shoulders and deserves respect for that.
Good man. It's our blood, sweat, and tears building these streets. They're giving us the sack?
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna dig these shitholes now. Maybe Neumeier will roll up the sleeves of his fancy getup and start grubbing around in the mud.
What do you care? You get a new strumpet and won't even tell your friend who she is.
Keep your trap shut. We're not alone.
Why? He's a grown man. I bet he goes to a body house too. Ask anything. Don't mind Janusz.
Okay. What were you fired? Ask why the work's taking
You
so long.
gentlemen should know it best. Why do these works take so long?
Because it's poorly organized. And it all got fucked up somehow.
Managing people requires some skills, sir. It doesn't just happen. It's also slapdash all the time.
Why were you let go?
Just some bullshit. Nothing to talk about.
Doesn't matter why. The point is, we were fired. And now there's a strike.
Let's change the subject.
Fine, it doesn't matter. We can talk about something else.
Yeah, like Janusz.
I love this guy. Ask away. Preferably about Janusz's filly.
Shut your mouth.
Ooh. I'm going to have to, because we're going to have a fight.
So Janusz's new friend, is he ashamed of her or what?
How should I know? Back in the day, we always knew when one of the guys had a new girl. And this one? Won't breathe a word.
I told you to shut your mouth, didn't I?
He just keeps boiling. I don't know why. Maybe she's ugly.
She's not ugly. I just don't want to talk about it, that's all.
He's fucking sensitive like that.
Budding feeling. It seems that recently filed Janusz is trying to ease the hardships of his unemployment with a secret affair. Okay.
A strike? Sounds serious.
Well, after the layoffs, the lads got together and said they wouldn't do double the work. And it all happened thanks to Rutkowski. Here's our leader, a good lad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rutkowski's an angel.
You're always scowling at him. Look at him. He picked himself up a little sweetie pie. He doesn't care about the workers' cause no more.
Uh-huh.
Shut your pie hole. There's no gal.
Uh-huh. The fella? Okay. I'm not judging.
As promised, vodka on me. Enjoy.
Get them pissed enough, and with any luck, they won't necessarily know. What we got? Anything else interesting? Oh, hello. Buckle tinkle.
And what is this?
Contains sensual descriptions that are definitely not meant for prying eyes. The letter smells sweet and juicy, really, with a spicy note to stave off boredom, like fruit from a forbidden tree. The lovers reached for it, greedily unsympathetic to the harm it would cause others. Oh, his other half's married. Excitement and a hunger for thrills were all that mattered. Way, as they say, hey, hey.
There, Mrs. Rutkowska for sweet Janusz.
Janusz, the bastard has swiped something from your coat.
Oh dear, I should have put it away and
I'm
looked at it
only
later.
touching.
You scumbag! After my fist touches your face, even your own mother won't recognize you.
Incoming fight. Oh, hello, where did you come from? Why are you about to hit me with a chair leg? Okay, what have we got? Recovery, 7 points turn, Upia or Jin. Invulnerability, Velis or Krampus. I want him to go. And Janusz, invulnerability, Bukovac. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, these guys are nasty. Fine, let's get him on Krampus then. Reduces focus. And that's not the fastest thing on the planet. Can you get in before him? Yes, he can. Doesn't do much damage, but it will help. I could do with knackering at least one of their focuses. So let's diversion on him. Yeah, not liking this whole gunfire thing. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so he's down one focus. Oh, he actually only has 2 focuses. First attack on this target casts a hidden negative state on the attacker. Okay. Do I have anything that will bugger your focus? Not me personally. Except distraction. Oh, actually, yeah, that will do it. Because he'll lose 1 focus each round. Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. Meanwhile, Morana, how you doing? Honey? Actually, what we want to do is probably... Was it up here or Jin? What's the Jin got for me? If I use him. So, that will cause me 11 damage. I'm not happy about that. That's 16 damage to me. That will only cause me 5 damage, but that will give him 22. So that will all but take him. No, fuck it, let's do that much. Okay, so he is, the technical term, completely stuffed. So let's knock him out. Oh good, I am terrified. Excellent. So happy about this. So let's concuss him. There we go. Ow. And indeed, ow. Really? Leave my face out of this. Okay, I need Bukovac on him. Now, who is it who transfers enemy states to my enemies? Is it actually the Upir or is it a Velis? Nope. Nope. That just removes my negative states, which I really want. That's lose focus, inflict damage, reduce focus. Okay. Velis is... Nope. Nope. Velis is high damage. If I'm fighting somebody really tough, that's who I want. Restores all of the enemy's focus. No, not entirely enthused by that. Is it Lelek? Protects you against states being inflicted. Removes all negative states from you and transfers them to an enemy. There we go. Oh, okay, right. I have to hit him with Book of Ash first. And then I can tonk him with Velas. With Lelek even. You, sir, in the meantime, can have a quick attack. And go. And I might get... Oh, no, maybe I won't. Asses. Yeah, I'm really not doing good, am I? Right, you punch him in the face, and then Lelek come over here and Mournful Tones this dude. Oh, come on. How come you only doing 1 point? Right, at least I'm no longer terrified. You, sir, however, are going to get that in the face. Ow. So he's suffering. Excellent. Deal with the suffering. Quickfire combo then, please. And let's bugger up his action. And maybe enough, actually. Oh no, I'm not taking it. Oh good, you're getting picked in the head by the killer skeletal sparrow. Attack them. There we go. Down you go. See, all I wanted to do was find out who you were knocking off, you know. I'm just being rude now. Right, let's swap back to the right quest. So what are my options? Crystal Elevator is more urgent, as is Theatrical Pandemonium. So I will swap back to doing the Crystal Elevator, and then we will come sort out the strike afterwards. Right. Oh, apparently we're going in this way. Oh, it is a different hotel. That makes a change from everything happening at the Grand. Okay, let's go. Crystal Elevator, a successful combination of art and engineering. Okay. Okay, I will admit that's pretty. Okay, so that was a minor one. So let's go for Theatrical Pandemonium. And see if I can find out where this thing's happening. Oh, okay, where are we? Oh, hang on. Where are we going? Oh, it's all going here. Hello. Oh, I love the fountain. Right. I pictured this city differently. And it is sunny, you know, that's the thing. Here we go. Damaged poster, Thai Theatre Con. Starts at 7:30. Bottom part of the poster has been torn off. Unfortunately, this is the only information So, it's a Thai theatre company. What's going this way? What is down this way? I don't know. I don't think there is a thing. There's definitely a thing. Brochure on the benefits of bathhouses. We must be convinced that the widespread use of bathhouses will contribute a great deal to the eradication of wastefulness among the population. Get rid of many diseases and vulnerabilities to succumb to them. They tackle bathhouses differently here to a euphemistic term. And contribute to the rise of people who are healthy, firm, vigorous and productive. As our living conditions are growing ever more difficult, we need to strive towards increasing our strength. Meanwhile, we see that people are growing weaker. To heal the nation, to bolster its vitality and bravery, this is our first task. A healthy spirit can only be nurtured in a healthy body, and frequent use of bathhouses is the most important condition for health. Scientific study of more than a dozen pages, according to which frequent use of bathhouses bolsters vitality and bravery. Also, we've got things to pick up. Strike in Neumayer's company. Okay. Black clouds are gathering over Wolfgang Neumeyer's enterprise. Following the changes he introduced, he was forced to release half his workforce. Release, huh? However, this was met with a harsh protest. And the remaining employees have gone on strike and refuse to go back to work until their co-workers are taken back. Negotiations are in progress, yet none of the sides are willing to give in. The strike leaders, apart from pleading for their colleagues, have made additional demands, higher wages and a 90-minute lunch break. The conflict is sure to affect the entire town as the sewage system construction has ground to a standstill, and there's no telling when it will be resumed. Okay. Any of the shivs ask, you haven't seen me? Okay. I wasn't going to tell them, but I'm now thinking maybe I should. The office is closed. Customers of all sorts are kindly asked to come back later. The carefully calligraphed? Calligraphied? Letters of the note tremble from the stress of enveloping them even. Tension flattens their bellies, curves their lines, and turns the dots into fear-soaked blobs over the fate of Neumeyer's conversation with the workers. Neumeyer wants to negotiate with the striking workers, and something tells me he was not in a particularly conciliatory mood. His office will be closed until tomorrow, which perhaps creates a certain opportunity. There are a lot of opportunities. Door is locked. Words float above the door's meticulous wood carving. Light and airy like fluff, they whisper of a great mystery, a hiding place unknown to anyone. Under a concrete slab and invisible to the human eye lies a spare key to the office. He's dangerous! Since the office is locked and I accidentally found out where the key is, I have to follow through and go in there, right? Besides, what Neumeyer doesn't see won't hurt him. Okay. I mean, there's a copper right there.
The things people come up with.
This is why the Dead Zone TV series was quite a lot of fun. Just don't mess with psychometry.
I'll do some exploring.
Okay. Won't you, though? Columns in the ledger reveal the sad truth about the company. The profits and losses don't balance out. Words full of desperation and determination are scattered between book pages. He must let people go, it's the only way, but he must keep up appearances. He needs an excuse. Drinking at work, no one will feel sorry for drunkards, no one will shed a tear. Neumeyer. So your company's going down. So you report that the workers are drunk. Right, okay, fine. Okay, what we got? Words of disappointment and resignation pour from the phone receiver. They talk about a loan that was almost granted but ultimately fell through. About dashed hopes and the realization that there is no chance of a loan. It's going to be Neumeier, isn't it? Made for the purchase of a purebred Hanoverian stallion with the proud name Bucephalus. The sum is impressive on this purchase order. Sinister incantations hover over the offer. They demonstrate passion and conviction in wishing for the would-be buyer chafing breeches and for the horse to bite him on the arse. Bucephalus is not for sale. Okay.
The telephone.
Painting entitled Bucephalus. I wonder if the owner calls it Bucky. Or Busey, possibly. Gary Bucephalus. Words of pride. Okay, so it's a thoroughbred mount. I'm not sure about answering the phone in the house I'm burgling.
Hello? This thing doesn't work. Hello? Hello? What the hell with this fucking technology?
Okay. That, I think, was the journo. I could be wrong. Right, we're back on the looking for the theatrical production. I want a theatre. No, miraculously, it's not actually in a different district. Okay. That's a fight waiting to happen, isn't it? Hi, I appear to be involved in someone else's plot. So that's Neumeier. We got Witkowski. Oh, and by the way, your wife's knocking off one of the workers. Just saying. So that's all the way over there. Oh, okay, what's this? I must be lost. Theatre repertoire. There. A one-act drama by Josef Kozenyovsky. Thai Theatre Con. Ben's a four-act comedy by Count Alexander Fredro the Father.
Secrets? Not on my watch.
Okay. On September the 15th at 7:30 p.m, a Thai troupe will hold a performance with demonic masks. Uh-huh. That could go either way, couldn't it? Hello, Sleuth. Why am I talking to you?
Since we keep following one another around, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
What are you talking about?
You're following me. Something continues to elude you. Okay.
I've got the impression that I've caught your gent's attention. I'm curious why.
Don't you know where curiosity like that can get you?
It'll cause you nothing but trouble.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine.
Maybe we'll meet again.
Bye. So something is eluding me and I don't even know what plot I'm involved in there. Fine. A couple of things to focus on, however. A cigarillo rolled with precision. Someone here has skills. The perfectly rolled cigarette butt is wrapped in thoughts as bitter as poor quality tobacco and burned through with the claim about the certainty of tomorrow. Comfortable home, elegant attire, things that can't be bought on the modest salary of an Aquana agent, things he can only dream of. Bit of reflections on whether it's appropriate to comment on the photo on Konieczkin's desk gather in the folds of the newspaper. The conclusion, it was a mistake paid for by the shit task of tailing the young rich man. Only one thing can bring this suffering to an end. Juicy denunciation. Ooh, you're gonna take out Konieczkin. Seems Konieczkin sent his men to tail me. Is that a compliment or an affront? It's hard to tell. The men are clearly disgusted by the task and would be happy to report back to the chief with the spicy details of my life. I could convince them that their job is done. Hello, Velas. Sorry, Lelek, not Velas. So... let's go do that. And manipulate the informers.
Still here, gentlemen?
Please don't look for trouble.
Oh, I'm not looking. I found it. Inspire them to apply for a raise. Yes!
You guys are so devoted. Is the pay worth so much hard work? Maybe it's time to fight for a raise.
I don't want to keep mucking around in this crap. Not for this kind of money. Following some spoiled brat around, standing for hours outside people's windows. And God alone knows what for. Not for this kind of money.
Wait up. I'm not gonna stand here on my own with him. Let's talk to the chief.
I like a spot of brainwashing in the morning. Right. Well, I've got the Okrano off my back for a while. Do we think we're going to be down a couple of Okrano agents? By any chance? Actually, whose apartment was that? What's a thought? It says apartment, doesn't say whose. Oh, this is nice. They're outside someone's window.
I had no idea about this place.
Oh, right. This is presumably where Daddy's coterie met. The floor is covered by a thick layer of dust. No one's been here in a long time. Okay. Once there was a plate, now it's no more. Oh, the fragility of existence. The shards are livid, the conversation was calm until it wasn't. Emotions soared, manners evaporated, and the smell of expensive tobacco, disappointment, and ambition hung over everything. What once was whole became disintegrated. The proud name plate was replaced by the insult junk forever. Stanislav! Oh, hello, Daddy. It's impossible to mistake for anything else. Tobacco, disappointment, and ambition. Father's trace. This is where he would meet with his shady friends, apparently accompanied by heated arguments. Typical. It's just embarrassing if your trace is like disappointment and tobacco.
I know this trace.
The same precision, the same exactness. I know this trace. I discovered it on the box in Father's study. Seems to be the person who asked Father to meet as a doctor with ties to revolutionaries. I would never have guessed that Stanislav Shulsky, a symbol of prudence and conformity, actually had subversive friends. I need to meet this doctor. Okay.
Hello, sweet secret.
The warmth of the Sabbath candles, the joy and pride of the community of which one is part. I know this trace. It belongs to Rabbi Sofa. Oh. One of Father's mysterious friends was Isaac Sofa, whose amulet I found in the study at home. Ah. Observation, box of cookies. The cookies are stuffed with a dilemma because the trousers are admittedly tight around the waistline, but it's Purim and one must rejoice. And how is one to rejoice without sweets? Sweets and rejoicing go hand in hand, and a rabbi must rejoice during the carnival, not just for himself, but for others. It's part of his duties, for one. Okay. Oh, hello! I'm about to be disciplined by Cossack Grandad. Let's give myself a quick clean on my RAM as well. Okay. That's clean. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in here first before I go talk to Captain Judgmental there. Nothing really, to be honest. No, okay. Okay.
I think that's everything now. So, besides father, there were two more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind.
Well, Sofa's dead. Knows
Quit
that.
whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely Soffer. He died before father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I call you now.
Captain Coffee.
The doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Rebels and revolutionaries. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition for.
Oh.
Come
she a
on,
Thaumaturge?
we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts at Rodwitz.
Oh. Okay. So, at least I've talked to her already, so I've kind of gotten in. I say an in. Right. That was an interesting noise in my earphones. Definitely sounds kinky. Okay. Nothing else to be found in here. So... still looking for the theatrical performance. That thing on your head, do something about it. What's that? Oh, that's the police station, okay. Right, I have to wait on the bench until
Let me rest.
afternoon.
Let's wait until...
Afternoon.
So, let's kill some time.
Or let's kill sometime. Oh, hello, what's that? Daily Courier submitted classifieds. The month of September, readings and devotions for children of 8 to 12 years old. Main store in the bookshop of T. Haproki and Co. Bargain price standalone fronts right at the station. Dry, healthy location. Okay. Once there, and someone will point you in the right direction. Central Bathhouse. We hereby notify you that due to planned renovations, the bathhouse will be closed for 3 months. You can visit until Saturday, September 16th. Warsaw Stream Oil Mill recommends it's burning oil. Orders are taken by phone. Okay. The newspaper is open on the classified section. Among them is an important announcement from the owners of the Central Bathhouse. It is the last week to visit the establishment before it temporarily closes. Okay. Cool. Right, what's that? So, right, okay, so that's the bar. I'm trying to work out how I managed to go around in circles like that. That's quite impressive. So let's go do the theatrical performance. And probably not take the Deputy Chief of Police with me. Ah, okay, here we are. You're just gonna queue jump. It was exceptional, but I don't think I'll go again. The golden masks look too much like real demons lurking on the outskirts of my field of view. Presumably, you can just imagine him booking out an entire row. And everybody else assuming he just wanted to sit alone, and he's just surrounded by his salutors. You know, you've got Velas there nicking popcorn with his snakes from up his bucket. That kind of thing. Oh god, yeah, not kidding, are you? Okay. So... visit the bathhouse or dangerous friends? Visit the bathhouse. Okay, we're into another ad break. I will go to collect more clues. But I won't attend to the bathhouse yet. Oh, going this way. Yeah, I really should interfere with that strike, but I'm not going to because I'm me. Okay, where are we going? From here. Nah. Letter from a capricious reader. Dear Carol, I'm very angry with you for recommending that I visit the establishment. You're mistaken in your belief that a visit to there is good for one's health. After all, it's a hotbed of bacteria and fungi. The staff supposedly clean everything every day, but somehow the thought of dipping my body in a place where a dozen other people have soaked before me fills me with disgust. Please spare me any more such generous advice.
Well, well.
Huh. So it's extremely mucky. Which is, to be fair, that's one of my problems with hot tubs. It's not really a selling point to me when holiday cottages and stuff are shouting about the fact they've got hot tubs in the garden. A, because I always end up going with family. B, I usually go in family out of season. And C, ew. Ew, 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 ew. When do we think they were last cleaned? Sorry, did somebody just call me a pretty girl? And welcome back. Hot tub equals stranger's bacterial soup. Yeah, if I was going to have a hot tub, I would definitely either want a purification setup, or you'd be looking at fresh and cleaned regularly. But yeah, the idea that you just let people marinade in it is just icky. Okay, so that's Elysium. Is that where I'm going to see the bathhouse? Did I feel more valiant and vital? Hard to tell. The warm water certainly brought comfort to my tense body. Oh, I like that. He could have any style of facial hair at this point. And indeed hair. So they've decided to smear over that to cover it. That works. Cool. Right. Options. Dangerous friends. Quitting time and the Tailor's Dilemma. So quitting time next. Find a way to end the strike. Okay. Let's go talk to people, and also, why do you own a racehorse? If you are that hard up that you're letting people go from your company, why have you not sold your racehorse? And there's that bloody journalist again. Still fairly sure it was him talking to the Neumeier. Okay, let's talk to Druttercup.
Well, this is negotiation, so let's negotiate. You won't finish the job without us. That's the truth.
Mr. Neumeier?
Nicht jetzt. How many times do I have to tell you? This can't be done. It doesn't work like that. That's not how you do Geschäfte.
Listen, sir, we won't give up. Either you can take back the men you fired, or you can say goodbye to the workers you've got left.
You can build these sewers yourself, you lousy capitalist asshole.
Rude!
This is just gutter talk, not negotiations.
Well, this is true. Both sides are determined to achieve their goals and they're not going to back down. Looks like I'll have to help them. Try to straighten things out. Let's try and straighten things out.
The gutter is quite fitting, actually. You're building the sewers, after all.
Ah.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Who are you and what do you want?
You're going to end up beating the crap out of both parties, aren't you? Admit you came here because of Barassi. Ask Neumeier for a word in private. Yeah, let's go for a word in private because I burgled his apartment and offices.
I wanted to talk to you.
Zeit ist Geld. I don't have time. Neither for you nor for these negotiations. Let's go back to work.
No. Lads, the strike's still on. We're not touching the work. It's knock-off time until further notice.
Maybe now you can spare me a moment?
Not here. Follow me, please.
Oh, don't make me do that.
I bet you regret those layoffs now, don't you?
Better hair. I deal with that kind of aggression every day. I got used to it. Zeit ist Geld. What brings you here?
Ask about the cause of the strike or workers' aggression.
Why did the workers go on strike?
Sir, I fired those who drank at
No,
work
you
and
didn't.
everyone suddenly went mad. You Polen. I don't understand you.
It's because everybody
It's
in
time to
Warsaw
bring this
apparently
country into
drinks.
the 20th century. In Germany, it's unthinkable to drink vodka at work.
It's always schnapps. Is that not it?
So what's the story with those layoffs?
I don't like inaction. So when I set new rules and people kept drinking, I gave them an ultimatum.
And how much time did you give them to adapt to the new rules?
What do you mean? There's action and there's reaction. I set the new rules on Monday, and on Wednesday, I let them go.
So you didn't. You were rash because you're hard up.
What you did was stupid.
Are you standing
Pizza.
up for these drunkards? What, are you a socialist?
Idiot.
That's not the point. You can't expect these people to change overnight.
This is very sensible, to be honest.
What do you mean by aggression?
I'm talking about that troglodyte, that Rude guy. Diesen Mistkerl.
What did you do?
He smeared my office windows with shit. Scheiße. I know it was him. I know it. I have no proof, but I know it. Can you imagine that Gestank? That stink?
Mm-hmm. Rudy favours the argument of strength and clearly has no sympathy for Neumeier.
I'll get going.
I had my reasons, mostly concerning work ethics, but there are always many factors involved. Es ist kompliziert. You know what it's like.
Okay. The solution to the problems lie right under Neumeier's nose. The money from the sale of the horse would put an end to his liquidity problems. But, well, the horse would have to be sold first, and apparently that's painful. Fortunately, I am able to soothe the rich man's aching heart. Okay, I see we're going in with the heavy hitter then. Pardon me. Right then, let's sort this out.
Mr. Neumeier?
Ja?
Chat, his empathy make him so Bucephalus.
Deep in your heart you know what's important and what the right thing to do is.